Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, good to see you, man.
So, everybody that's tuning in, I have Mike
Is
Poor.
the audio okay?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, sounds good.
We have Mike Poor on with me today, and we're talking about a challenge that just came up. You want to go into some detail about how this challenge came about?
Yeah, absolutely. A friend of mine, Marcus Random, he was a fellow bladesmith and challenged me to make a straight razor. So we started the idea of the Straight Razor Challenge for 2019 and pitched the idea to fans of the Forge to essentially do a kind of a challenge to the bladesmith community to make a straight razor, step out of your kind of comfort and boundaries, and do something different.
Cool, very cool. When I first heard from you about it, I was very excited to hear. I think I was walking around on the floor of Blade Show, and I got the message, and I was like, "Oh, that's so awesome! I'd love to get involved in something like that." And we're still, we're noobs when it comes to a lot of this bladesmithing stuff, but I can understand, or at least it would seem to me like a straight razor is a pretty complicated thing, or not like, I don't know how complicated, but it seems like it's a very good challenge to kind of test, people's abilities, right?
Absolutely. Most bladesmiths, I don't think, make straight razors on a regular basis.
Right.
I've got my pooch here that's really waiting to play some frisbee, I think, since I turned off the forge. So sorry for the whining here. Yeah, so I don't think many bladesmiths make straight razors as part of their kind of regular repertoire. I know for myself, I make mostly kitchen knives and EDCs. So, the edge geometry is something different in looking up the history and kind of profiles of straight razors. I noticed that there was just an abundance of really, really interesting shapes and grinds to explore, both Western and Japanese, for example.
Right.
So the idea was to extend the challenge to the community, have some very, very simple rules. We'll give you a month to do it. Let's just say July 20th is the deadline for submissions. We'll put up a post that'll have the very, very simple rules for how they can participate.
Yeah, that sounds good. And so you're going to open this up. So if people haven't already said they want to participate, they can still come into the competition.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So the idea here is that we'll give people 30 days to July 20th to submit their entries for the Straight Razor Challenge. We'll use hashtag Straight Razor Challenge for people to post to social media, Instagram and Facebook and so forth. That way we can track, as people start up their forging or their grinding, their planning, designing, whatever they're going to do. Then they can submit those entries in photographs. I would suggest 2 photographs, one showing the overall view of the knife, the straight razor, and one showing the edge geometry of the straight razor. And we'll collate them and give some opinions on them, and then open it up to a poll. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. And so as of we last chatted, you had given me some names of people that have already accepted. So do you want to go and mention some of those guys now?
Well, a number of folks had expressed interest. We talked with Steve Schwarzer. We talked with I believe it was, I may misquote this. It's Wolf River Forge. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. So that's Tyler Hackbarth.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Why don't you read down that list? I don't have it in front of me right now.
Oh, yeah. So the other person I saw here, we had Tyler Hackbarth of Wolf River Forge, and you mentioned Steve Schwarzer. We have CHS_Forge, which is a fellow by the name of Chris Storm. And then we had Adam Phipps, 351. So Adam Phipps. And Rogers_Customs with a K.
Yep.
So that's Rogers Customs. So that's everybody that's expressed interest so far in participating alongside yourself and your friend who challenged you.
Yep, Marcus Random, exactly.
Yes, yeah. And so then I guess from there, the way that would work is, we get the submissions in, we make it so that everybody can see them, and we set it up so they can vote on the poll. And as the submissions and stuff come in, we're going to set up an interview with Seattle Edge Sharpening.
Yep, Seattle Edge Sharpening. Yeah, he's going to be going and talking to us about straight razors, as well as kind of giving some critiques and is essentially illuminating us on the world of straight razors.
Great. That's going to be a fun time. Look forward to doing that. And we are excited to see everybody's designs and what they come up with. And there's already a stacked card of people participating. So hopefully we'll get some more big guys in there. That'll be really cool to see all the different guys that join up.
Well, I do know that Steve is actually going on a big trip down to South Africa with his wife. And he's going to be working out of a shop down there. So, we may have an advantage. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting to see how that pans out. So, very cool. So, other than that, and then the idea was the winner is going to get a prize of some kind.
Yeah. So, one idea was that everybody that essentially submits their entries to us, they agree to send a small tribute to the winner, whatever that is. It doesn't matter what that is. It's more just a gesture of, instead of having like a participation fee or having like any of that kind of stuff, just, pay homage to whoever won and we move on.
Awesome. Sounds good. And I mentioned I'll also throw in a bottle of my hot sauce that I've been making and kind of showcase it a little bit. So I just made a brand new batch of pineapple habanero with the spice turned up a little bit more. So we got a good bottle for the winner there. So that'll be fun too.
I might not be spicy, Mike, but I'm Mike, and I definitely want to try some of that hot sauce. So I'm going to do my best, to give a good entry myself. So
sounds good, man.
Awesome.
So I think that covers the gist of it. Were there any more specific rules that they have to follow, or is it pretty much, they have to make a straight razor?
They have to make a straight razor and submit the photographs, by July 20th. We'll put up a little post with that. There's no other rules, more than anything, kind of post with the hashtag Straight Razor Challenge so that, we can watch you kind of explore and have fun. And, I'm going to be doing the same and other bladesmiths as well. So I look forward to it.
Sounds good. And I think we should maybe decide on an email address that when we do put this post up or these guys, everybody starts posting about it, maybe it'd be good to have an email address for people that want to submit the pictures to it. So then they're all coming into one spot. We'll figure that out as we go.
Yeah, we'll figure that out and put it out in the post either later tonight or tomorrow morning. And that people can grab that directly from the post.
Great. Sounds good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking with you, Mike, and we will chat again soon. All right. Thanks, everybody that joined us, and keep an eye out for the Straight Razor Challenge.